A golf fundamental must adhere to and be explained by the scientific laws of physics and motion. Years ago, before high-speed cameras and Doppler radar, teaching golf was opinion-based. But even though we didn't have these scientific instruments to measure and analyze the swing and the true relationship of the club and the ball through impact, the teaching industry did a pretty good job of identifying many of the key fundamentals of the golf swing. The opinions were based on personal experience and the consensus of other top players and teachers. Now, did the opinion-based system correctly identify the fundamentals in every case? No, of course not. Absent the ability to truly test and measure their assumptions, they can do nothing more than provide their best guess, and guesses are never 100% correct. Today, we no longer have to guess what the ball does in response to what the club does. Today, we don't rely on consensus of what players and teachers think. We rely on evidence. Today, we know with indisputable facts what club-ball relationships correlates to each different ball flight. Today, advanced teaching is no longer opinion-based, but science-based. What we have learned through scientific testing is that many of the fundamentals identified by the opinion-based system have now been confirmed to be correct. But also, we have learned that in some areas, the guesses were wrong. Probably the biggest example of where the opinion-based system got it wrong was with the ball flight laws. At one time, the PGA, golf magazines, and all major outlets of information regarding golf promoted the following belief. The initial direction of ball flight is influenced the most by the path of the club. If the shot traveled right, the swing path was traveling right at impact. The curve of the ball is caused by the face angle. If the ball curves to the right, the face angle was open. With the use of high-speed cameras and research done by TrackMan's Doppler radar, we now know the opposite is true. The initial direction of ball flight is caused by the face angle, and the curve of the ball is caused by the path of the club. This truth has been known for decades, but for some reason the golf industry insisted on promoting the old ball flight laws. The PGA Teacher's Manual contained this false information, and thousands of PGA pros promoted this incorrect belief. In 2004, Golf Digest had an article titled Golf 101 that simply repeated these old ball flight laws. There are many science-based teachers who know the correct ball flight laws, but unfortunately the majority of teachers haven't kept up with the new information and still promote the old information. Most of these are PGA pros who are simply following what they were exposed to from the PGA Teacher's Manual. Even many of the so-called top 100 teachers still promote the old ball flight laws. If you are taking lessons or considering taking lessons, I would screen out those teachers who do not know the correct ball flight laws. Ask them what the laws are, and if they give you the wrong answer, then go elsewhere. They probably are a member of the PGA, but that is primarily a business certification, not a teaching certification. They may be a good player and present a great persona as a teacher, but for some reason they didn't change from an opinion-based instructor to an advanced science-based instructor. They do not have the basic understanding of the golf swing and the knowledge of how the swing and the ball flight correlate to each other. As I ask instructors to no longer rely on opinion, but become a science-based teacher, I also ask you to become a science-based player. Even though you don't have the skill of an advanced player, there is nothing preventing you from having the same or even more knowledge about the golf swing than the best players and teachers. I am organizing my videos into different folders or playlists. One of the playlists is titled The Science of the Swing. Those videos will talk about the hard evidence from current research, discuss old assumptions and myths, and I will continue to add new videos as I learn new discoveries. I encourage you to comment and ask questions so we can discuss and learn together.